Hi, everybody, and welcome. This is Ace Your Space. I am Michelle Chatterchick-Low, coming to you remotely from my home. This is Ace's birthday edition, and we have some great announcements for you. Welcome, everybody. Ace is going to be having a huge, huge celebration. It's our birthday, and I want to know how many years we'll be celebrating on June 1st. Give us a call at 696-0092 and let me know how many years that we are celebrating June 1st, and I'm going to invite you to the party. 696-0092. Give us a call.
Okay, Chuck's on with us now.
Chuck, are you there? Hello?
Hi.
Hey, Chuck, how are you?
Great.
It's so crazy. I don't see you, but I hear you. We're doing it. Oh, I hear little Mr. Shazer in the background.
Yeah, and he's all the way downstairs. I'm in my office.
He's taking over the show, isn't he? He wants to be in the show.
Yeah, he has a...
Chuck, I just made the announcement. I just made an announcement for a caller to call in, and don't you tell them the number, okay?
Oh,
here we go. Here we go. Is this our song?
Hey, look, Ma, I made it. Hey, look, Ma, I made it. Everything's coming up pieces. Hey, look, Ma, I made it.
That's it. That's our song. Everything's coming up aces, and it surely is on June 1st, isn't it, Chuck? Don't tell them the number, Chuck. Don't tell them the number.
no, we can't do that.
No, we want them to call in and tell us, just one person, to let us know how many years on June 1st are we going to be celebrating ACE? How many years have they been in business?
Now, what do you
696-0092.
have for a caller that gives the correct answer on that?
Oh, they're going to be invited to the Ace-bration. How do you say that? You came up with this great word, Chuck. How do you say it?
On June 1st at Ace Plumbing, Heating, and Electrical Supplies, there's going to be a celebration.
Or Ace, the way.
Celebration.
Celebration. Ace-bration.
Alex didn't want to be on the air, but he said 80 years.
Whoa.
80 years. Oh, I can't invite him. He's close. He is close. But it's not 80 years. I can tell you this. We have, Chuck, I have the anniversaries of everybody from last year, from the show from last year. And I could say that Larry has been there for over 50 years, right?
Oh, yes.
And John Sparator is 34 years. And Sheila is 33 years. And Bob Bailey, 34 years. Here's a question. Where do you and I fall into this, Chuck? We're getting there, Chuck. How many years for you, buddy?
Well, I've got quite a few years to catch up to those milestones, but I am on my 7th year.
Well, I celebrated 5 years, so I'm going into my 6th year. I'm on my 6th year. So, yes, we have a long way to go to catch up with our fearless leaders and the administrative that's been. I mean, we have Ed. He's over 35 years. Steve's 22 years, if not more. So Willie's 27
I remember one
years.
of the wonderful things I noticed about the company were that so many people, hardworking people, have made it their home for decades. And, that's a very attractive thing to see when you're seeking a job. To see that, A, the people are happy enough to stick around that long, and B, that the company is around that long because of who they are, is a very attractive thing for a person looking for employment to see those things.
You're right. And look at the retirees that you and I have experienced in our short time there. The retirees have been there. The people that we saw retire since we've been there, they were over 30 years.
Yeah.
Some of them came in later in life. They might have been over 25, but most of them were over 30 years when I looked at the numbers.
Mm-hmm.
So there is a longevity there. And you're right. That does say a lot about a company I mean, wouldn't you want to work for a company that people stay for? Because obviously they enjoy working there, right?
Yeah, when I grew up and I was getting into the media arts, or toying with the notion of getting into the media arts, and of course that whole realm was in its infancy when I was in high school.
You grew
But
up.
when I was
okay.
looking into doing that for a potential living back then, when I was 15, 16 years old,
Right.
Somebody else
remember
called in,
many
didn't want to go on
companies-
the air. They said 71.
Whoa!
Ah, they're well, I can't say anything unless they give us their name. Why don't they want to go on the air? What's up with not wanting to go on the air?
I don't know.
What's up?
I don't know.
We have some
Do you
shy
think
people
maybe
in the
they
audience
think they're going to
today.
be on the video and they're not. They won't be on the video. Maybe
Oh,
some
maybe
people
that's why.
some people are video shy, but they won't be.
Yeah.
I just want to give
Everybody
you a
tells
nice.
me I have a face for radio.
You have a face for radio. Yes,
Yeah.
you do.
Are they trying to be kind in saying that? I don't know. I'm still working
Well,
on
I
that.
want to say this. I want to say whoever calls gets invited, and we're going to have a nice luncheon outside, aren't we?
Yes,
We're
it's
having a
going
nice
to be
luncheon
a
that day. We're having a tailgate
celebration.
luncheon.
Hmm.
Yeah, Mr. Sparator Kate said that today. It is we're going to have fun. It's a tailgate party for a certain amount of years that we've been in business. It's our birthday celebration. Who do we have coming, Chuck? Who do we have coming to this?
You want me to let the cat out of the bag?
That you can. Don't say the number. Don't give
Okay.
the number.
Well, we're going to have a special guest on that day. And actually, we're going to have a very special broadcast also. Do you want me to talk about that?
Yeah, you know what? Absolutely.
Well, we're
Sure.
going to have Carol Lakecap, who is no stranger to Cruise 92.1 WVLT, and also our Facebook page. It's facebook.com/Ace Supply, where you can see Lunchbox Banter, which is a show about water heaters, specifically A.O. Smith. It's Michelle Chatter-Chicolo and Carol Lakecap, who is a rep. She represents A.O. Smith, which is an awesome water heater brand. That show will be live at the Ace Celebration on June 1st. It'll be a really cool event with food, and you get to see a live show in the works, get a lot of information about the A.O. Smith brand. There'll be some other stuff there, too. You have giveaways, I believe, as well, right, Michelle?
Yes. I'll have some T-shirts. I'll have some bags. I know that A.O. Smith, Carol, is going to be coming with some giveaways. The food, when you come to Ace for any function, right? There's always food. And there's always good food. You notice the food isn't just, a hot dog from Wawa. And I'm not putting that down because that's good, But I'm saying it's always a nice celebration. I didn't say it right. Celebration. I can't say it right the way you.
Celebration.
We have a caller.
Celebration.
Got a caller
We have a
there.
caller? Hi, caller.
Hi, I like to make a guess, but I go back many years, even before Larry started with his dad there, and
Really?
I
You
like
sound
to
awful
say
young, sir.
that they opened up that place around 1947, and I used to hang around the car lot there. It used to be Geraci's car lot right next door.
Okay.
So, I stay, let's see, it's 50, I say around 77 years.
You're just missing it by a few. You're making us a little older than we are. I could say that. And I'll tell you,
Okay.
if you're saying, you sound kind of young yourself for the
Well, I'm
numbers
going
that
to be
you're
80
putting out
years
there.
old. So,
I'm sorry?
yeah. And I used to hang around with Nikki, Geraci there. They had the car lot. And I remember Mr. Berman, is it?
Mr. Berman.
Yeah, I remember him.
Mr.
So,
Berman.
and I was a young guy at that time. So,
Can I ask you your name, caller, or you'd rather be
sure, Joe Landicini.
Joe Landicini. Now that's a
Yeah.
well-known name. That's a pizza name in my area. Is it or is it not?
Well, that's my cousins, yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah, but they had great
But
pizza.
I've been born and raised here for many years, so.
God bless. That's why it's a great name. That's why I know the name, right?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Well, I'd like you to
Nothing but
stop in.
Italians and Jewish people here at one time, you know.
That's
so.
true. My grandmother was a Celli, so I'm related to everybody, just like you.
Oh, okay.
In saying that, I would like to invite you, Mr. Landestini, for June 1st, 11 o'clock it starts. Please stop in
Uh-huh.
and come and join us for our celebration. Even though you didn't give me the right number, it's your connection that you have that I would love to have you there for the kind things that you said about Larry's father, Mr. Berman.
Oh, yeah. Larry went to school with my wife. My wife is much younger than me.
Oh,
And
okay.
Larry went to school, was in the same grade as my wife.
Okay,
So-
I've met a few people that have been to school with Larry, believe it or not. I even saw a yearbook picture of Larry. He had longer hair than mine.
Yeah, Larry knows me.
Okay, well, he will actually see this. He will listen to this. We do a recording for him, so he'll get it probably Monday. So that'd be great. And you're so welcome to come in. I would love to give you a T-shirt. You're local, so pop in.
Okay.
We're going to feed
That'll
you,
be
give you a
fine.
T-shirt, and take some pictures. That's
I'll
Tuesday
see
the
you then.
1st. I'll see you then. It's the tailgate party.
Right. God
Thank you
bless
so
you.
much for calling.
You're
That
welcome.
was nice. That was so nice, Chuck.
Oh,
What
that
a
was
nice
great.
man. That's
Oh,
a nice
sir,
man.
that
I
was
had to
wonderful.
invite
Yeah, you
him.
know what? The lineage goes back so far. East Plumbing, Heating, and Electrical Supply has been around for a long time, and you get that the confidence as a shopper of knowing that, and as an employee. It's awesome.
I can say that one caller had the number. They just didn't want to say their name, so I couldn't invite them, So now, also during that day, I saw on your flyer, Mr. Shazer, that you did this beautiful artwork
Thank you.
for our flyer, for our for our celebration. I'm just saying it like that. There's a scratch and dent sale. Yay! Going on the same day.
Yeah.
Scratch and dent going on the same day.
Yeah, it's yet another element to what a cool event it's going to be on the June 1st.
You know what's cool about our scratch and dent? That you get the full warranty. I love it.
Okay, we
Yeah,
have
just
another
because
We got
caller.
a dent. Say again. We got a caller?
Hello?
Hello?
Hello.
Good morning, Michelle.
Good morning. Who's this?
This is Kathy. You probably
Hi,
know
Kathy.
my voice.
How are you, Kathy? Well,
Kathy,
you know what, Kathy? I'm not at the studio, and it's probably coming through different. How are you, Kathy?
Not too bad. Was thinking about Pearl the other day, and that we lost her. But
Yep.
it's good seeing you. And that was at occasion, but it was good
I know.
seeing you that day. But
Well-
I'm going to take a good guess.
Take a good one,
two
Kath.
numbers. I'm going to say 75.
Oh, you're so close, Kathy. Ah,
Oh,
you're so
what
close.
is it?
Minus three, huh?
I'm going to say 70, but
You're even closer.
oh, really? Oh, okay.
Give me
Okay.
75.
I know when I built.
What's
my
after
house.
70?
Huh?
What's after 70?
Go back to 70?
What's after 70?
Oh, it's after 72?
What comes after 70, Kathy?
I don't know. I know it was between. I thought it was between 70 and
Kathy.
75.
69, 70.
Oh,
What's the next number?
69.
No.
Guys.
Listen.
Oh, okay.
69, 70, and what's next?
Because I know when we built the house, I've been in my house since 1973. I went and bought stuff there for my house, and I knew there
Right.
was business before that, so for a long time.
So it's not 74, and it's not 72, and it's not 70, and it's not 73. What number are you missing?
69? I don't know.
It's
I think
no. I'm going to get you. You're going to get this. You're not hanging up.
68?
No.
Five.
Mm-mm.
No.
It's not 70. It's not 72. It's not 73.
74?
No. What comes after 70?
71?
Yeah!
There you go.
Oh, God.
You got it. Listen, You better come out Tuesday.
Oh, I will be
11 o'clock.
June 1st.
June 1st.
That's my mom's birthday.
Well, come on out
No
and have a
longer
sandwich.
with me, but that's
Come on out and have a sandwich with us.
Okay, so 11 o'clock on June 1st.
It's 11 to 1 on June 1st.
11 what?
You can come at 12. You can come. It's 11 to 1.
Oh, 11
We'll
to
see
1.
you then, Kathy.
What?
We'll see you then.
Okay, see you then. Take care.
Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. I had to, I wanted to guide her.
So there you go, folks. 71 years in business, Ace Plumbing, Heating, Electrical Supplies.
Woo-hoo.
And on June 1st, you can come and party with us at 667 South Delsey Drive in Vineland, right next to Habitat for Humanity, right next to Restore, for a tailgate party. Celebrating the 71 years, Ace Plumbing, Heating, and Electrical Supplies.
Bring your truck. Bring your pickup.
It's a celebration.
Celebration.
And I hear that you're busy today. You've got to go to Habitat today, don't you?
Well, by the time I get done the show, they might be done.
Oh.
Yeah. Today's Habitat is hosting Cornhole Toss right in Minatola. American Legions, West Avenue in Minatola.
Oh, I thought it was actually at the Habitat, no?
No, it's for the vets and it's for Habitat. But it's actually American Legions.
Is that what's going on right now?
I feel like I'm echoing. Hello?
I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Am I echoing?
Not to me. Do you have your radio on?
The other room. Yep.
Could be why.
Let me shut the door. I want you to know that I was at Ace today, getting everything organized for our big day, June 1st, Mr. Shazer.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw some scratch and dents that they even have, they have tankless now added to the scratch and dents. I can't believe it. Tankless water heaters.
Yeah, there's actually a nice clearance section, including the scratch and dent items. At Ace Plumbing Supply in Vineland on Delsey Drive. Actually, it's a whole area where we also have faucets from American Standard. Now, some of these may be discontinued, but again, that's the reason for the clearance section. But they're all marked down, brand new items. Some of the faucets have been on display, but they're not used. Still brand new and at marked down prices. So stop in the counter area, ask to see the clearance area. They'll walk you over there. There's a lot of great stuff there, Michelle.
There's a lot of great stuff there. I mean, anybody that needs hot water heaters, and I just want to remind some of the listeners too. I don't think some of the listeners are really aware of this. How, we have the filters for your air conditioning, everything that's going on in your life right now that has to do with air conditioning. We have those parts. We have the air conditioners too. But if you need filters, if you're looking for something small, you're not going to bother your plumber for something like that, just stop in Ace. You'd be amazed how quick you get waited on compared to a big box store. I'm not putting the big box store down. I'm just saying, you get waited. You're not walking around in a big store getting lost looking for your filters.
Well, and we have, of course, decades and decades. If you have a question, we have decades and decades of knowledge behind that counter.
We do.
And that's something that, can't put a price on.
Now, this brought back memories from last year. Last year was the big, it was our 70 years. We had something planned. I mean, we had it planned. I mean, it was in action. The plan was actually in action for that event. It was going to be a huge event. And we're still going to have that. We might have to wait till the 75 years, I'm not sure. But during that time, we did a drive-by to surprise Larry. We did a drive-by birthday.
The parade, yeah. Mm-hmm.
A parade. And what happened was it was just a thought on a Friday, for it to happen that Monday. So I'm going to put a shout out today to the businesses that participated last June, because also I'm going to personally invite them to come for the luncheon, because I'll tell you what, they deserve that luncheon too, because they actually took the time. I mean, for me to call them on a Friday, hey, what do you think of this? Right? Can you join me Monday? And that's what they did. And
Yeah.
the Dawn from the Chamber of Commerce helped me tremendously with the businesses. But I mean, there was Nick from BBT, there was Colleen and Minerva from Serpro. Chuck came from, then it was called Cruzanne's, now it's called Campbell's. Okay. Rick from the City of Vineland. There was Marie from SNJ. There was Bobby Mole from Gen X. And Allison from Sir Speedy. She supported all the signs for us. So I wanted to mention those businesses today. I will be reaching out to them next week. I'm going to give them a call, and I'm going to personally invite them to our luncheon because they did the parade, the car parade last year, and that was nice. You did a great video with that, Chuck, an excellent video, and it's on.
That was really, really super nice of everybody to come out, take time out of your busy day. You and I know how busy a person that runs a business can be, from a manager to an owner. We know firsthand how that can be.
And they were all managers pretty much in a sense.
So for them to take time out to do that, it was fantastic. And, we did as much as we could to make that day special. And, at the end of it, I think it was a special event. And, it was really, really super nice. We so appreciated them coming out to participate in that.
And whose idea was that?
Actually, you know what? I can't remember. Do you know whose idea that was?
Oh, absolutely. Oh, come on, Chuck. It's a car parade. Whose idea was that, right? I just had to do that. That's just our little private joke, right?
Yeah, well,
I think it was Michelle's idea, the marketer. I think the girl that does the marketing.
We did the best we could. The restrictions were high a year ago.
Yes, they were. Yes, they were. Well, I'm amazed that we even did that, because really we were still new in the pandemic. It was June 1st, so everything was so new to us. And for these businesses to pull through like that, who was working from home, who was still working in the office.
Yeah, absolutely.
Came with their cars, and they, everybody held the sign up. Sir Speedy made the birthday signs for me, and they dedicated the signs to us. And it's just, it was a nice little quick event. I got in trouble because I came in the wrong driveway, if you remember. I did. I came in the wrong driveway. I had to surround all customers because I came in the wrong driveway. We had a little problem coming from the Chamber of Commerce to get into our driveway. We had to pull off to the side of the road, so the timing got set off on me because of that. You know what I mean? People were in the parade that were not supposed to be in the parade, so we pulled off to the side, and I think that got me a little nervous. And then I just pulled in the first driveway. Pull in here, and it was the wrong one. But we accomplished the surprise, and that's what we were trying to do. It was really just surprise Larry for all his goodness in the community.
Larry was in his office, and he heard a bunch of cars honking, and he walked out.
That was fun. I mean,
it was a nice surprise.
And then Marie, personal colleague and friend of ours, peeled out with the Cobra Mustang. It
was like Velma and Louise at the end of the video. I've got that in there, I think, don't I?
Yeah, it was perfect. And you ended it like that because, my goodness, it was like a perfect ending. She just came up to you. She said, "Happy birthday." It was perfect after she peeled. I said, "Thank God you're driving the car." I was a nervous wreck with her. She knows how to handle that car. It's her car. It's her Cobra,
Yeah, and if you guys listening are interested in seeing that parade with that cool ending starring Marie and Michelle, you can go to facebook.com/Ace Supply and go to the video section, and you can find it there.
I want somebody to give us a call, 696-0092. Let me know what you're doing this Saturday besides being hot, because it's going to be a nice one today. It's warm out there today.
Yeah, I know everybody's migrating to the shore. A lot of people doing that out there this weekend. And you know what?
Pumps.
The shore is booming really, really early this year. I went down to Ocean City about 3 weeks ago, and you wouldn't believe how many people were there already. I mean, we have usually Memorial Day is the unofficial start of summer.
Right.
Especially traveling and activities. But 3 weeks ago in Ocean City, it was unbelievably busy. We still enjoyed every moment of it. but I think it's a little taste of things to come. I think this summer is going to be booming with businesses down at the shore and with activities, because people have had this restriction on them for over a year, and they're ready to get out there and enjoy the weather and being out there and doing things with their family. So I'm sure this weekend will be no different.
Well, a friend of mine, she goes to Brigantine, and she said it was mobbed. She went during the week, and late in the afternoon, like 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and she said it was mobbed. You know, it's I want to go, but it's going to be too many people for me. You know, somebody like me that's been home a lot, we're not ready to go into a big crowd of people, you know, a little crowd, not a big crowd of people like that. But, you know, you're outside, so that's not too bad. You know, it's a mental thing right now. That's all. Adjusting. You have to adjust now, you know. And I'm ready.
People have heard all sorts of things on television. I think some of the message gets. I think the message can get mixed up quite easily. You know, when you're hearing one thing and then hearing another. So really, at the end of the day, you just use your best sense to keep yourself safe. We all know what we have to do at this point with washing our hands and being socially distanced. And you know, if you're not comfortable taking your mask off, you can leave that on, and you know, just do what you think is the safest for you and your family.
I'm going to ask if anybody knows where one of our billboards are. How's that one? I like the billboard question. Go ahead, Chuck.
Yes.
Get the billboard question out there for me.
Oh man, if you've seen, we have these billboards, folks, hanging around town and out of town, as a matter of fact.
In fact,
yes.
In fact,
Surrounding cities.
Dave Scalise is sharing one of ours.
Who's that?
Farm insurance, baby. Mm-hmm. They're going to recognize.
Now, what do you want? Do
696
you want them to say the address or around the area that they've seen the
maybe
billboard?
the area, because they might not know that, they might not really know the street. Maybe they've seen it and they'll say, you know, I saw it here at the corner of, maybe, you know, or near this establishment. There's some hints, right?
What are you
Maybe on
do
the
as
other
a
side of
giveaway?
state.
Somebody calls in with that answer. What do you want to give them here?
They're coming in. They're coming in to get a bag of goodies on June 1st. They're going to get their
1st?
food.
Oh, boy.
They're going to get their free T-shirt from A.O. Smith. They're going to get their T-shirt from us, and then they're going to get their bag of goodies from Ace.
Well, folks, if you know where an Ace Plumbing, Heating, and Electrical Supplies billboard is in Vineland, you heard what Michelle just said. You can come in on June 1st to Ace, the Vineland branch on 667 South Delsey Drive, and get your package, your gift package. Call us here at Cruise 92.1 WVLT at 856-696-0092. Let us know where you have seen an Ace Plumbing, Heating, and Electrical Supplies billboard. I'll give you a little hint. It's paired with a great brand, water heater brand, A.O. Smith. It's a cool billboard. Give us a call, Cruise 92.1 WVLT. Let us know where you saw it, and you can win a nice gift basket that Michelle Lowe can give you on June 1st at our Ace Celebration.
Celebration. Woo. This is, remember these? Remember the noise, Chuck? 10, 10, couple of 10. 10, 10, couple of 10. 10, 10, couple of 10.
10, 10. It's a big deal.
10.
It's only at Ace Plumbing, Heating, Electrical Supplies. It's a 10-year warranty on select A.O. Smith water heaters. 10-year warranty, not just on parts, but also the tank. So it's a 10-year on the tank, 10-year on parts. That warranty is exclusive to Ace Plumbing, Heating, and Electrical Supplies. Stop in, see a sales associate for more information. It's on select models. There are a lot of models for residents, and that's a great warranty, Michelle. That's unheard of.
You want to mention it to your plumber that you want the A.O. Smith because you're going to get 4 more years of a warranty.
Yeah.
Maybe even 5, but I know 4 for sure because typically they're about 6 years, and we're 10. We're 10.
We have another caller.
Go ahead, caller. Go ahead, caller.
Yes, it's across the street from Ace Plumbing in Spy.
Across the street from Ace Plumbing where?
In Vineland.
No, no,
Mm-mm.
no. He might be thinking of our sign, believe it or not. Are you
Yes,
thinking of our,
okay.
Possibly. Yeah, that's true.
I bet you're talking about our digital sign, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Guess what? What's your name?
My name is Chet.
Chet?
Yes.
Hi, Chet. You're coming. You're coming June 1st. Yep. You're invited. Because
Thank you.
we love our sign. Our sign is so huge, isn't it? And that's why you said that, because it's bigger than a billboard, really.
Yes,
If you
it
played
is.
that, if Chuck took that and went vertical with it, we'd have a huge billboard, wouldn't we?
Definitely.
So guess what? You're coming. You're going to eat
Sounds-
pork, you're going to eat roast beef, and you're going to eat some salad. How's that?
Beautiful.
Sound like a winner.
Make sure you come up to Chuck and Michelle so we know, and so you say hello to us.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Thank you so much for calling in. We
Thanks for
appreciate
calling.
it.
Bye-bye.
Thanks, Chet. Well, you know, Chuck, I have to let him in because we got the biggest billboard in town.
It's a beautiful sign and a beautiful digital billboard. And you know what? I'm going to throw this out here too, because right now,
Oh boy. Oh
this
boy.
ain't going to hurt.
Okay, I'm ready.
I'm going to throw this out there because this is something that we've had this on the sign for a while.
Oh boy.
Yes.
I know what it
You
is.
listening are looking for a job. If you know somebody that's looking for a job, come into Ace Plumbing, Heating, Electrical Supplies. We're looking for different positions. We're looking for. It's on the sign. I believe they're looking for drivers. You don't need your CDL, so stop in and talk to us about that. Fill out an application. We're actively seeking people that are looking for work. Seeking some employees here, so you can work for a great company. That's actually, I just bring that up because that's on the sign right now.
It is, and it's
And,
important, especially right now, Chuck. I'm glad that you brought that up because, you know, sadly for the folks that aren't working, or some people actually are choosing not to work. So I'd rather say it that way. Some are choosing not to work, and I understand. But the thing is, at the end of the day, the little gift goes away, and what's going to happen is the employer is going to be able to pick and choose who they want, and they may not pick you. You know what I mean? Because they're going to have so many applicants. So I say get off your 300 a week and go get the job. You know, go get the job because that 300 a week is done. That
We have a
300
lot of
extra
states
a week
that are
is
doing away with that, and you never want to. The safe bet is never to rely solely on something like that.
right.
And work's good. I mean, work is
Work is good,
gives people, it gives you purpose, and there's nothing wrong with working, of course, and in this case,
obviously
you can work for a great company.
I was just going to say, obviously it's a great company because we just read off how many, we're looking at, I'm going to go down the list. Larry over 50, John over 34, Sheila over 33, Bob Bailey over 34, Ed over 35, Steve over 22, Willie over 27. And then there's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10 more that are over 20. And then Chuck and Michelle come in going into the 7th and 6th year because we're trying to catch up with them.
Yeah.
We're trying to catch up. But, and this was a new business to you and I, a totally new industry, totally. And we loved it. You were on board before me, and
Sure.
and we love it. We love our bosses. We love their like statement in life, I guess you want to say. They're who they are in life in general. Because if we didn't, you and I are the type of people we couldn't really work for them. Like we have to like you to work for you, just like they
of
have
course,
to like us.
That always helps when it comes to finding your being happy. At wherever you're working, being happy with an employer, being happy with a company.
I can't sell if I don't
It goes a
like.
long way.
I can't, like, if I didn't like Larry and John and Ace, I couldn't really represent them at all, because everything comes from the soul, the heart, you know what I mean? So I can't be like, oh yeah, you want to come to Ace, come to Ace. No, I'm excited when I talk about Ace.
Now, since we're talking about the anniversary
Yes.
of 71 years coming up, I wanted to read a little something from the About Us page from teamace.com. It's
Yes,
kind of
thank
a
you.
brief company history. It's not too long, but it just gives you an idea of the significance of this upcoming anniversary.
Yes. Good.
So the story begins on June 1st, 1950, when Charles Berman, his wife Evelyn, and his brother Abe founded Ace Plumbing Supplies in a 300-square-foot storefront on Delsey Drive in Vineland. Ace is said to be an acronym for Abe, Charles, and Evelyn. Shortly after the store opening, Abe left the business and moved to Atlantic City, leaving the business operation to Charles and Evelyn. Between 1950 and 1967, Charles Berman worked and sold product lines including plumbing, heating, electrical, appliances, cabinets, and even automotive supplies. It
Wow.
was in 1967 that their son Larry, then 13 years old, began his career. Between 1967 and 1973, Larry worked every day after school and on weekends, handling sales, purchasing, and stocking shelves. When Larry graduated from Vineland High in 1973, he was ready to operate Ace on a full-time basis. What happened after that is a classic American success story built on a foundation of hard work and determination. And you fast forward to 2021, Ace is comprised of 7 South Jersey locations and nearly 80 dedicated employees who strive to position Ace as one of the leaders in the industry. Ace services 8 South Jersey counties with an outside sales force, a fleet of vehicles that make daily deliveries, and an inside sales staff. At Ace, there are no boundaries. We ship anywhere, anytime, and are committed to servicing all your supply needs. So that is from teamace.com/about. It's a brief history of Ace. And there's some pictures there if you want to check it out of Charles Berman and a young Larry Berman.
Yes. Is that the one with his longer hair?
Yes.
A little bit longer, right?
Mm-hmm.
With his platform shoes.
That's right. And I see
Right.
bell bottoms here too.
Or belt. That's awesome. Is that awesome or what?
And there's some pictures of the construction site here. Really cool. There's a picture of their original sign from 1964, where they had the Ace of Spades card up on the sign,
Yes.
working that into the name. So really cool stuff, folks. Ace Plumbing, Heating, Electrical Supplies in Vineland. It's been around a long time, and if you want to check out some of the history, check out teamace.com/about. Really cool stuff. So many people know Larry. So many people have talked to Larry and have, in Vineland, have gone to school with Larry. It's a great, like this little write-up says here from the website, great classic American success story.
It really is. I mean, Larry, took it to the next level. Totally to the next level. Let's face it. The family had the foundation there, but Larry actually took it to where it's at. I hope I'm not talking out of school when I say that. I'm pretty sure, that's how it goes. 7 locations. Come on. That's pretty strong. That's one man, doing that. That's pretty strong. I'm real happy to, I don't want to say proud because I know Ace doesn't like that word. I'm kind of proud, to work for Ace, but I'm just happy to be able to, do my livelihood with Ace. I love their story and I love their mission statement in life in general. And, I want to say something about Larry too. Maybe my second week there, I was so impressed with this. It is the small things in life that impress people, I think. It just overwhelmed me with joy when he gave me my pay stub and he shook my hand and he said, "Thank you." I never forgot that. And he goes around every Friday, not since the pandemic, and I have not been in there since the pandemic. I mean, in and out I've been, but I haven't had a handshake from anybody, but I haven't had my employer handshake at the end of the week for a long time. That impressed me so much. I thought that it just impressed me, and I don't get impressed easily, to shake your hand and to say to you, thank you, job well done. And he goes around and says it to everybody. It's just phenomenal that he takes the time out to do that. So I put him in for a kindness award because I was blown away about that. And then I realized how humble Larry really is. I'll never put him in for an award ever again because he's very humble. And I did it from my heart, you know what I mean? Because I was really impressed. Not too many businesses do that.
Yeah.
I don't know of one actually that really does that.
No, I don't either. Actually, it's a wonderful thing to do. And when somebody's working for you and they do a good job and you acknowledge that, it goes way further, I think, than anyone really realizes.
True. I want to mention this real quick in case we get cut off for whatever reason. June 1st, 71 years. Ace Plumbing, Heating, Electrical Supply, 667 South Delsea Drive, right in Vineland. Pop in, say hello. We have a scratch and dent sale going on that day. We have all kinds of prizes going on that day. Special lunch for Kathy and Chet, correct?
Mm-hmm.
They're coming in. They'll be now. Hopefully, we get some pickup trucks because it is a tailgate. I'm not going to have tables there that day for people to sit because I'm trying to follow the social distancing. Chuck, I'm going to follow it.
Mm-hmm.
So the tailgate was a great idea, and that was revised this morning from Mr. Sparator. Whose idea was that? Mr. Sparator with the truck, because that's a great idea. It makes that social distancing easy. You're in your truck. You're in the back of your truck with the gate down. Makes it easy for me too, walking wise, right?
Yeah,
For
absolutely.
the prizes and stuff, Give us a call, 696-0092. We'll be on till 12. Would we have 15 more minutes? Let me know what you're doing today. Or give us a call at 696-0092 and let us know where one of our billboards are. You'll be invited to the luncheon, but you'll get some goodies in a bag just for calling in and giving me the correct answer.
If you're looking for anything that our showroom has to offer, and it's getting hot now, so if you're looking for a ceiling fan, we've got tons of ceiling fans. We've got tubs. We've got showers. We've got faucets.
Booster pumps for your
Kitchen cabinets.
pool. Do you have a special pump on your pool, Chuck?
What's that?
Do you have a special pump on your pool?
A special pump on my
Yeah,
pool?
do you have one of these booster pumps that I've been reading about, talking about with Davy pumps for your pool?
No, I don't have one for my pool, no.
Okay. Maybe that's the bigger pool coming that you'll be getting it then. Maybe it's for bigger pools, That's not for the medium-sized one. That's for the larger one that you're going to be doing.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Right?
But if you guys want to check any of the showroom stuff out, you can. They like you to call and make an appointment. If you want to do that, call the Vineland showroom. If you're in Vineland listening to us on Cruise 92.1 WVLT, you can call 856-362-6116. That'll hook you up with our Vineland showroom. If you're in Summers Point, you're heading to the shore, you want to stop by the Summers Point showroom, check some stuff out, make sure you give us a call ahead of time at 609-646-2900. We got some really cool fans, pun intended. If you want to check them, you want to do a little refresh in your room there, get a new ceiling fan or get one installed, and you want to check out what you like and then hire an electrician to put it in, that's fine too. You can stop by the showroom. Just make sure you call for an appointment first, and it helps us service people a lot better, more efficiently, give your undivided attention when you come in.
It does. I mean, it's a big showroom in Vineland. It's 6,000 square feet, so you may want to. It's better to make that appointment. You'll get served better, and because of the pandemic, we're making these appointments because we're doing things the proper way for the public and for the employees as well.
Mm-hmm.
For the employees as well. I want to mention also June 26th will be our next Easter Space. In saying that, it is our third year. It is our 36th show coming up. And that's usually when we have the general manager on from Mace, right?
You have another call.
Uh-oh. Go ahead, caller. Go ahead, caller.
Yeah, Michelle, hi.
Hi.
Tell them about the yard sale on June the 5th.
Oh, look at this. Is this Lori?
Yeah.
Hey, Lori. Yes. We want to mention June 5th for me, what it is, please.
It's a yard sale at the Vineland Historical Society on 108 South 7th Street from 11:30 to 4.
11:30 to 4. And
we're going to
Ace
have
is actually,
hot dogs there, and you can come and look around.
Right. And if anybody wants to vend to get in contact with the Historical Society,
If
Lori's there
anybody
on
wants
Friday.
to just come look around, I gave them the address and everything. They don't have to call or anything if they want to just look around.
Right, if they just want, but if anybody wants to vend, do they still have time to call there to set up a table to vend?
No, that's done.
Oh, I made it just in time then, you're saying.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, thank you for taking Ace. Actually, I don't think my partner knows about this, Chuck, on the other line, but June 5th, I'm going to be at the Violent Historical, just vending for Ace because it's a nice function. Lori had told me about it, and I said, yeah. And Lori was so good to me. She knows I have problems, maybe lifting things, so she actually stabilized the table there for me, so I don't have to bring one. I can't thank you enough for that, Lori.
You're welcome, and have a good day.
You have a great day, and I'll see you soon, Lori.
All right, bye.
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 I went to high school with Lori, and she lives right near my mother. So that's why I got to know about the Violent Historical, because she was selling the tables, and I said, yeah, Ace will take a table. So I took a table for Saturday, June 5th. Violent Historical 6th and Elmer in Violent.
Oh, cool.
Come out and shop. I got t-shirts I'm selling. They're not Ace t-shirts, but I have some really cool t-shirts. They're like $3 for a t-shirt. So come on out, buy the t-shirts for me. Right? For $3, you can't beat it, right?
And what's
And
the
I have
date and location again?
It's going to be June 5th. She said from 10:30 to 4. It's the Violent Historical building, and that's on 6th and Elmer in Violent, New Jersey.
Okay.
June 5th. I'll be there probably from 10:30 till maybe 2:30. Yep, I'll be there.
Is that something they do typically every year?
I think so. It's my first time attending, and it's the first time I ever heard of it. But yes, I think it's something they do every year. It's called a vintage / yard sale, vintage event / yard sale. So vintage is cool because it's the historical society for Vineland. So that's kind of cool. I have some, I'm bringing some, I have old Ford postcards, old FORD Ford postcards. I'm bringing that. I have some old 1940 dishes that I'm bringing also because it is the historical. So they'll be on the table next to Ace's table. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of good stuff there, Chuck.
Cool.
Obviously, there's going to be food. She said hot dogs, so guess there'll be food. Everybody goes when there's food, you know?
Well, food
10 to
doesn't
12.
hurt attendance, I can tell you that.
No, it doesn't hurt. I'm sure there's going to be some great buys there as well. You know, I didn't realize that the vending for the tables was done, but it was so reasonable to do. I just had to say yes. I mean, it helps them. That's their fundraiser. It's a little fundraiser for the Historical Society.
Mhm.
You know, they surely could use it now because they couldn't have anybody walk through there for a whole year, you know, with the pandemic, just like everybody
true.
else, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's nice that everybody can come out and enjoy each other's company again. I know there are many thousands, millions of people looking forward to that.
Many people will be looking forward to that. So that's June 5th, the Violent Historical Society. And then June 26th is Ace Your Space, 92.1, or 36th hour.
That's amazing. 3 years.
That's
Wow.
amazing, isn't it? I can't believe they
Unbelievable.
kept us that long.
And do you know what's in 2 weeks from today?
2 weeks from today?
Yes.
Is
On
it
June
summer?
5th.
Summer?
There's something else happening. June 5th, 2 weeks from today, at 1 o'clock.
Oh, wait a minute. On the same day, Susie said 1 o'clock. Wait a minute. On the same day, when you get done, at 10:30,
Same
you're
day,
going to go
yep.
to Historical Society. You're going to see me. Hi. In fact, I need some something from you anyway for that day. And saying that, when you get done there, you're going to go home or you'll be in your car, maybe even eating. I don't know. You're going to watch. Tell them, Chuck, at 1 o'clock. Tell them.
2 weeks from today, The S Factor with another brand new episode. The last episode was about geoengineering. If you're into science, if you're into the Science Channel, the History Channel, if you have a curious mind, my show, The S Factor, S stands for Science, it's hosted by me, Chuck Shazer, the first Saturday of every month at 1 o'clock, right here on Cruise 92.1 WVLT, and also your favorite podcasting streaming services. You can download The S Factor, leave me a star rating. I'd appreciate that. And the next show is going to be nothing short of extraordinary. There's always great content that I provide, and this show will be no different. 2 weeks from today, the S Factor, brand new, 1 o'clock on Cruising 92.1 WVLT.
It is amazing. So they need to go to scienceanimated.net, correct?
Yep, scienceanimated.net. And if you put it right in the address bar, I wouldn't do a Google search. I would just go right to the address bar, type in scienceanimated.net, and you can check everything out there. And also Google Podcast, Apple Podcast, type in the S Factor Podcast. I will pop right up immediately. My handsome face will pop right up.
That's Chucky Shoulders, folks. That is Chucky Shoulders. I do want to invite Norm to our luncheon June 1st. I don't know what his schedule is, him and Carl. I'm just going to invite you right there on the air. Our folks at 92.1, because they really work well with me. Thank
you. That's very nice.
You work so well with me. So June 1st, we'll be there out in the parking lot, Norm. And if you can get a break, because you're not far from there, if you're working, come and get a break. Come and eat. Come and eat with us.
Norm's a hard-working dude. We know that.
It's from 11 to 1.
Oh, beautiful.
So you'll be able to squeeze in, right? Put it on your calendar.
I will see if I could do that. I have to be here by 4. There's time in between. I'll see what happens.
Right. It's not like you live around the corner either, so I get it. But I just wanted to put that out there for you.
Thank you very much.
Does a lot of filming that day. You might be in one of the videos. Who knows? You never know. You could be a star. Could be a star, right?
Right. We got a great show. We got to wrap it up.
We got to wrap up, he said. I wanted to ask Chuck a question now.
Yeah.
Chuck, how are computers and air conditioners alike? Do you know?
How are computers and air conditioners? They both have fans. I know that.
Those stop working once you open Windows.
Oh, geez. Well, that's a really anti-Windows thing to say.
It's really something, isn't it?
Gosh.
I had to come out
with that.
What
Are you a Mac person now? What happened?
No, I've had these jokes from February 2019, It says, and every now and then I get to use one. We want to thank everybody for joining us. Thank you so much this is Ace Your Space. I'm Michelle Chatterchick-Lowe.
And I'm Chuck Shazer. You can catch us here on Cruising 92.1 WVLT, the fourth Saturday of every month at 11 o'clock. Michelle, I'm Chuck Shazer. Thank you for joining us. Michelle, I'll see you next month.
I'll see you next month. Also, June 1st, it is our 71st birthday. Drive by, beep those horns. Woohoo! Everybody, have a beautiful, beautiful weekend. God bless.
Everything's coming up pieces. Hey, look, I made it.
Hi, folks. This is Michelle Chatterchick-Lowe from Ace Plumbing, Heating, and Electrical Supplies. Join me and my co-host,
Chuck Shazer,
from 11 a.m. to 12 noon and every fourth Saturday of the month, while we try to ace your space. We're going to share with you some helpful hints that will improve the quality of any room or project that you are currently working on. Also, we're going to have just a little bit of fun. Join me for Ace Your Space, coming to you from Ace Plumbing, Heating, and Electrical Supplies.